Welcome to the platform of Perfect Solutions. You joined here with Courtney Smith and Mr. Reece Meyer. He will be one of the entrepreneurs that we'll be interviewing to just give you guys a bit more insight to the entrepreneurial world and what it entails to be an entrepreneur. And I'm going to just start it with some light questions. You want to keep it casual, because some people just lose interest very quick. So I'm going to make this as interesting as possible, throw in as much lines, so when the video is edited, we have a lot to pick from, Right, so I'm going to start it off with a basic introduction on myself. I'm Courtney Smith. I've partnered up with Perfect Solutions to get people on board to help inspire you guys in order to create a better life, better lifestyle, and just to further your career in whichever direction you're looking to take it. So today we have Reece Meyer with us. Welcome, Reece.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about yourself. Who is Reece Meyer?
I'm a tech entrepreneur, the co-founder of Mybru App. We develop tech and software for companies, and we also have our own in-house app that finds specials based on the location under 4 categories: food specials, drink specials, retail specials, and entertainment specials. We've got integration to Google Maps and to Uber South Africa as well. So in a nutshell, that's what I do. I'm quite into all things tech, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, new algorithms, new gadgets, and I help brands grow in the online space.
Just tell the viewers how old you are.
I am probably going to beat this, but I'm 24 years old.
24, guys. So he's 24 years old and he's already achieved something that maybe you will achieve when you're 30, when you're 40, when you're 60. So really age is nothing but a number. It's not just with relationships, to do with business as well. If you really want it bad, at the age of 24 you could possibly also be starting up different business ventures like Reece is busy with at the moment. What led you to choose this certain career path?
It's actually an interesting story. I was studying copywriting at the time at a private institution in Cape Town, and at that time specializing, and in my second year one of my classmates spoke to me about a concept, and we worked on that concept while everybody was out partying late nights at the campus, etc. So we found this to see if this could be an actual business, and he was quite creative when it came to concepts and ideas and things like that. So I brought the back-end business side to things and figured out how we can monetize this concept. And yeah, we worked on that for about another 6 months before we had a business plan together, and we identified different revenue streams and we put that together, and timing was just perfect. I was headhunting for a few investors, investment companies, silent partners, etc., and eventually bumped into somebody via network, and they wanted me to come aboard with their business, and I eventually persuaded them to come aboard with our business. And then we were ready to roll. We had the funding and pretty much ready to start. So we started development, and here we are today.
And your company is
Mybru App.
South African?
Yes, proudly South African, developed in South Africa, actually developed in Cape Town by Cape Townians, for Cape Townians, and soon for the rest of South Africa as well. And then we launched the product, and within 24 hours we were trending on the South African Play Store. Within 48 hours, we're trending on the South African App Store, competing with the likes of Debonair's, Uber Eats, McDonald's, Nando's. So it was quite a proud moment for us for a South African company to be trending and competing with the big boys, mainly being the US companies.
So just shows that we can actually push the South African market
into
the right direction and
exactly.
compete with international companies.
100%. So Cape Town is the tech capital for France, so you'll find a lot of tech happening in Cape Town CBD. A lot of people don't know that. I mean, we are very talented when it comes to.
And now you know. Yes, this is why I say this is the platform.
Yeah.
You tune in and you get to find these things out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Simple. Explain. What people inspired you and kind of influenced you to go down this certain career path?
Yeah, so I mean, it was quite a big step to drop out of campus, especially when you're performing well at campus. And I really had a good relationships with my lecturers, etc., etc. And I spoke to them about this but it's not often that you get the funding for large amounts of funding or seed capital into a company at that age, you know. So I took the risk, and yeah, it's been uphill. There's been times where the lights are always on, and there's been times where you're not sure if the lights are going to stay on. But it's been a testing time, and you learn as you go along. You never know what could happen, and you're in a constant state of learning. So I think as long as you stay in that mind frame, we'll be fine. But in terms of the career path, why I chose it, my parents have always said, you know, you need to find something that you're passionate about, and you need to find, once you find that thing that you're passionate about, you need to wake up every day and want to do that, and find a way to monetize that. So,
what does monetize mean?
Monetize basically means to be able to generate revenue from it, to make money from it in layman's terms. So, for example, if your hobby is photography, or we could use it, for example, your passion is dance, and monetizing that would be having dance classes and charging people fees for that. That's one avenue. Another revenue avenue would be hosting classes for that, or doing choreography, working on sets with other production companies, etc. And the third thing that they said is I need to be passionate about what I'm doing. I need to find a way to monetize it, and I need to be able to do it anywhere in the world. So pretty much I feel like I've ticked those 3 boxes within what I'm doing right now, and I don't feel like I'm working. I'm just in a constant state of learning and networking and building relationships with people, and yeah.
Well, I hope you guys are taking note of some of this information, because I mean it's free right now, but if you go and search it, I'm sure you'd have to pay for a course on some of the information that's being shared. And then just the last question, definitely not least, what advice can you give to aspiring young or old entrepreneurs that are trying to build their own business, possibly getting funding, or what advice would lead them into the right direction on doing it safely, yet still obviously taking the risk, but not too big of a risk that they feel like it's a thing that they'll regret by going down a career path. Me personally, I've not regret the highs or the lows within following my career and becoming a choreographer, instructor, mentor to people, because those experiences obviously get turned into knowledge that you can then share with people in order to prevent them from going through certain struggles you maybe went through. So what advice can you give a young or old aspiring entrepreneur in order to follow their career?
I think a lot of the time, I mean, I even see this within corporates or SMEs. You actually need to do the market research first. A lot of the time people just say, oh, like apps, we into tech and develop apps for other companies, etc. So we also want an app. The majority of the time they don't need an app. It's a costly exercise. It's constant maintenance and upkeep and development, you know. It affects your bottom line quite a bit. Something changes internationally with regards to regulations or IP or policies, you have to update as well. So you need to do the market research first and understand why you're doing what you're doing, and if that's the best way to do what you want to do. You know, you need to be providing value in some which way or form. A lot of people out there, I think, aren't providing value, and they're just leaving money on the table when it comes to this. So provide value and then figure out what problem you're solving. You know, you need to solve a problem for you. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to see your career grow and from humble beginnings to where you are right now. And you found purpose. There was an objective why you were doing what you're doing. There was value in what you were doing. You're pushing boundaries in a specific industry, and people found value in it. You know, that's why you've grown an audience. People could relate to you. You've been real. You've been genuine. With regards to funding, there's a lot of money out there. There is money for funding. There's money for investments. You need to prove your thesis, however. You need to prove your business model, that it's functional, that it's operational, that it's profitable, most importantly, for the investor. You know, they aren't romantic about business. Majority of the big investors that I've met, they are not romantic at all about it. All they care is about they're putting 5 rand in, they want to get a return on investment. They want more than that 5 rand out. You know, so you need to prove your thesis that it is a profitable business. They're not there for a pity party. They're not there to save the world, etc., etc. They're there to make money. That is as blunt as I can be about that. So once you find your passion, your purpose, and you know exactly what you want to do, figure out how you're going to monetize that. Figure out how you're going to make a profitable business around that. And then approach obviously the correct people. Everybody's so afraid of IP and X, Y, and Z. Yes, the internet is open. Most people can hack most platforms. Big Brother's always watching or listening. Whether you like it or not, you use these apps on a daily basis. So, connect and put it out there. Put it out there, communicate. I always tell you, put it out there, communicate, because you don't know who's listening, you don't know who's watching, who could possibly connect you with the right person. And be ready, because when you ask, if someone answers, you need to be in a position to be ready to give them everything they need. Don't be in a position where you're taking one step forward and 3 steps back because you haven't prepared sufficiently. And I think that is preparation. Preparation, that's people think it's luck, but when you prepare and the opportunity arises, you're really able to execute and move a lot further. And then the last thing is be able to pivot. You might go in with one expectation, the market will tell you or force you to do something else. And if you're not able to pivot or adjust based on the market, you will really find yourself in a tough place. So you need to be able to adapt, constantly innovate, constantly move with the times, because that's the time where everything is just moving at a rapid pace. So it's pivot, innovate, pretty much get left behind.
I'm also learning with you guys as you're watching right now. Don't worry, it's a learn situation right now, and a win-win. So thanks so much, Reece.
Thank you
for sharing your knowledge and basically some personal business information that people didn't know about. If you guys want to hook onto a platform when you can get this kind of advice and meet these kind of people and get to interact, as we will be opening questions and things like that on the feed for you guys to ask some more questions if you want to. And also we'll be interviewing different kinds of entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in app designing or creating your own app, this would be the perfect person to take some advice from. We'll be interviewing people that have worked with designing, Woolworths campaigns, business owners. So you guys will be gaining quite a bit of knowledge as a marketer, entrepreneur, designer, whichever business venture you decide to go with. Like myself, I dance, I teach, completely different to the guys sitting next to me, but you know what? Business brings people together, and especially when it's for a good vision, goal and objective behind what you're doing. We're proudly South African, we're proudly African, and we're trying to push the continent into the right direction. So thanks guys for tuning in, and looking forward to seeing you guys again.
Cool. Cheers.